says relieves cold sores fast. And you know what? This little something works. $5, $6 or something. And it's very small too. I mean, this is how small that is. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to put up a really quick one today on Lysine, the benefits, and what it did for my cold sore. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. For once, it is sunny here. I cannot believe it. I forgot how the sun looks like. You know, that big orange ball in the sky. What does it look like? I'm looking out my my sliding glass door and it is bright and sunny out. I cannot believe it. I have been out running around town getting ready. We're going to be going on a brief little vacay, just a family just in Florida in the upcoming days, and just, you know, running around doing our errands and everything. But I wanted to put up a very quick video on Lysine. I kind of discovered this week, and I hadn't really been exposed to it before, and I thought I'd address it. In the last 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago, I erupted with a pretty bad cold sore on my lip, and I'm kind of attributing it to starting on my retin-a program. And foolishly, I didn't put enough, you know, like covering or Vaseline or petroleum jelly around my lip before I put on the retin-a. And even though I used a very pea-sized size that you're supposed to use for the retin-a, I believe, this is just me, okay, I believe that I got a little bit too close to my lip area when I was doing my chin, and it caused some irritation around that area, and it caused an eruption. It just caused enough irritation and drying of my lips that it cracked, and as a result I got this you know, like a fever blister. But I do have the Herpes Simplex virus 1 inside of me, I guess, you know, for all eternity. Once you get it, you always have it. And I got it probably very young. I don't remember specifically how and where I got it, but it's one of these viruses kind of like, you know, the shingles, or like chicken pox, any of these type of viruses that once you contract them, you can't cure them. They just lay dormant inside of you for a number of months, years, decades, whatever, and then something triggers it, usually brought about by a cold or something that draws down your immune system. Once your immune system is pulled down, it tends to be easier for it to come on out again, okay, and be active. So I suspect, you know, that with the cracked lips and with going around, and I have been a little bit stressed with a lot of things going on in our lives and family and running around and work, and I do think that that played into it. I'm not saying that that caused it. I'm not saying that that was the only reason, but you know, when you put a number of these factors together, something happens. But enough of that. So suffice it to say, I had a cold sore, and I did put up a video about that while I was driving one day to work, and I discussed it with you guys. And what happened was I went into Whole Foods, and I asked one of the ladies there that works around that skincare cosmetics area if there's anything that I can use for over the counter. And because of the fact that I did call my doctor, and I did ask for a Zovirax topical cream, but two things happened. A, it took them about 3 days to call me back, the nurse practitioner to call me back and discuss it with me, and by that time I needed something on my lips so that, you know, it would start healing up. And the second thing that happened was that it was very expensive. Zovirax, with my deductible and my health insurance, would cost $106 for a tube of Zovirax. Okay, we're not talking the pill, we're not talking internal, we're talking just, you know, topical. So by the time the nurse called me back, and by the time that I talked to her, I was well on the way of healing up, and I was using this Lysine, which the Whole Foods lady recommended. So here's the Lysine little tube there, and it's just called Super Lysine, and it says relieves cold sores fast. And you know what? This little sucker worked. I mean, it was, you know, a few dollars. I think it was like, I don't know, $5, $6 or something. And it's a very small tube. I mean, this is how small that is. It's a teeny, 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 tiny tube. I'm trying to see if I can see how big this tube is. It's like, let's say like 0.7 or like, I think it's like 7 grams, or it says 0.21 ounces. I mean, it's really, really tiny. So anyway, I got this, I started using it, I felt a lot better very quickly, and so I chose for myself to kind of forego the $106 expense of the other tube, which again, I don't break out that often. It's been about 6 or 7 years since I've had a very active outbreak. And I figured if I was going to get the tube and it's just sitting there in my cupboard and in my drawer, the chances are that it's going to expire before I'm going to need it again, you know. And I just didn't want to throw out $106 for 1 or 2 applications and then it would be stuck in a drawer, because you really don't need it if you don't have an active inflammation on your, you know, lip or wherever it is that you're, you know, breaking out. The other thing that I did was I did go into another health food store here, and it's called Vitamin Nut, I think it's called. And actually, specifically, this is called Vitamin Nut 2. And there was a lady in there, a mature lady. She was actually 79 years old, believe it or not. Very knowledgeable woman. And I told her what I was looking for, and she asked me, as they want to do, and she was very knowledgeable, asking me questions about what I experienced, what was going on with me. And she treats things holistically as a, you know, as your whole body. So if you're experiencing things like the herpes coming out, the cold sores coming out, she was saying that my immune system could be going down a bit, and she asked about stress and about work, and obviously, you know, I have had some of that, so I did tell her. And she said, well, and I had not told her that I had gotten the Lysine from somewhere else, that I got the topical, all right? First thing she told me, oh, well, we have this Lysine for the topical, and she gave me the exact, I mean, she pointed to the exact same tube. So I knew I was on the right track where 2 people were telling me the same thing. And then we were discussing other things, and one of the other things that she said, well, along with the topical, I would encourage you to take Lysine internally. And she trotted over to the shelf that had the Lysine. So I did pick up this 500 milligram of naturally produced free-form amino acid. It is an amino acid dietary supplement. There we go. And I've started taking it. So I'm hoping that this will, excuse me, I'm hoping that this will boost my immune system a bit, and just keep on taking it, and kind of prevent these kind of, you know, immunity downers, as they say. Along with that, we discussed my chronic cough, and I have been having a chronic cough for a very long time, probably over a year now. It's a dry cough. You see, I just coughed now. Some days are worse than others, and I notice that when I'm run down, and I tend to be very run down if I'm very, very active, I tend to cough a lot more. And I went to a pulmonary specialist. Yes, I've gone to normal doctors. I've went to a GP. They've done blood tests on me. There is nothing abnormal. There's no abnormal EKG on me. There's no abnormal pulmonary issues. My lungs are clean. I don't have emphysema. I don't have asthma. The only thing I could have is some allergies, which, you know, I've yet to be tested. I haven't gone to an allergist per se, But we did discuss all of this, and another thing that she did say was, she said, what was your latest vitamin D3 test? Have you had a vitamin D3 blood test? As a matter of fact, I did in the past, and I have been in the past kind of borderline on the low side. In fact, one time, a number of years ago, my doctor gave me a prescription for D3 supplements because he said that my D3 level was pretty low. So even a general practitioner had noticed that. And for some reason, my D3 has been on the low side. I have not eaten as much cheese as I had in the past, just because of maintaining my cholesterol a bit. And my yogurt, I do eat yogurt. I do eat some cheese, but not a lot of it. And my milk has been up and down, up and down. I don't really drink a lot of cow's milk now. Sometimes I drink the soy milk, like the almond milk, but not a lot. I really should probably do a lot more things rich in, you know, calcium and D and vitamin D and blah, blah, blah. Green leafy vegetables, etc., etc. And I got to work on that. You know, nobody's perfect. I got to work on that for myself. But I did pick up some vitamin D, not at actually the health food store. I went online and I went to VitaCost and registered. First time that I've been on VitaCost, so I'll see how that all goes, guys, and I'll probably talk about that to you guys too. But I did order some vitamin D, and I did have some at home that's only 1,000 milligrams. The lady at the store said that I should be on between 3,000 to 5,000 in the summer, and she herself, now remember, she's like 79 years old and runs around like crazy, and she says that she takes up to 10,000 in the winter when, you know, she's out of the sun. I'm kind of hesitant to go that high. I just don't know, you know, but I can certainly do about 3,000, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm choosing to do 3,000 for the summer. I've been on it. I've taken it for about 2-3 days now, and I do seem to feel a lot better. And the funny part is, what I've noticed is that my cough has diminished. Now, it hasn't been eliminated, because you just saw I was coughing, but I feel like I have, I don't have that tickle in my throat constantly that I had before, and when I breathe in, I don't have the urge to cough. So I don't know if it's the D3 or what, but she certainly put her finger on something, or we're going down that path of trying to figure out where other, you know, medical doctors, pulmonary specialists, like I said, GP specialists have run all kinds of tests, and they never linked that I might be deficient enough in vitamin D to cause this dry cough, this constant dry cough. So just wanted to pass that along to you guys, and of course the Lysine, and let you know what I've been up to and what I've been taking. And appreciate your comments back to me. I love you guys very much, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Please leave me your comments back on anything that you've discovered on your own too, regarding any of this. And that's it. Have a blessed day. Love to everybody, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.